Hey guys, Lord Foxx Global here, doing an update on my setup for 2020. Letting you guys know a lot has changed, so we're going to just kind of dive into a little bit here and then we'll work our way into more detail as we go across. So at the bottom there you can see I have my streaming PC. I also have my gaming PC on the two different sides of my L-shaped desk. We've got our PS4 Pro hanging out up there. On the walls I do have acoustic foam to try and reduce as much of the echo as possible, as well as I do have dual studio lighting. You can only see one there, but I do have two. Going along the line, for our cameras we have our Logitech C920 that I use for my face cam. We also have our Logitech C615. It's an older webcam. I use that as a secondary one if we're doing a creative stream, or for those who have seen my streams, we also use that for our baby cam. So ahead of me I have my gaming monitor. I also have a Bluetooth keyboard which I use for messaging on my PS4 to keep typing a lot quicker when we have the chance to. I also have a few different sets of gaming glasses that I use for extended streams or whenever my eyes are feeling a little bit of strain. So this is basically what it looks like for me when I am streaming. So the cameras are looking at me, I can see my gaming monitor, and then I also can keep an eye on chat. I've got my microphone right in my face, my lighting is balanced. So speaking of the microphone, I use a Blue Yeti with an attached pop filter. I also use a shock mount, which is connected to a desk mount, to keep things exactly where I want it to be. So moving on to my monitors, I have my chat monitor, which is connected to my gaming PC. I also have a nice little wireless phone charger, so I can set my phone down and it's facing directly. So hopefully I don't miss any texts or calls that happen while we're streaming. I also have my streaming dashboard up on the first monitor for my streaming PC. That way I can keep track of everything going on in my stream itself, extensions, etc. And I also have this amazing Father's Day mug, which I got last year, and I love it, so I keep it right where I can see it all the time. So for my capture card, I use the Gato HD60 S. I think that's a great way to go. I use that both for capturing my game picture and audio on my PS4, as well as when I play on my gaming PC. I just run a separate HDMI that I just plug in whenever that's what I want to have displayed on my stream, and also have up on my gaming monitor. Moving along the desk, we have my Elgato Stream Deck. I have the actual physical version. I know that there's an app that you can get for your phone, but I like having it there. It's easy to feel the buttons, touch them, push them, and do that. That's fantastic for switching between scenes in OBS, or muting your mic when need to, or playing fun graphics on your stream. I also have two different controllers. That way I can always have one charging while the other one is being used, since I do use my controllers both on my PS4 and on my PC for certain games. Right behind that is my Astro A50's base station. You can use that to charge, as well as let you know like your battery life, all kinds of fun stuff there. So I can set that on there, or I can always go ahead and charge it via USB. And right behind that I have the second monitor for my streaming PC, but I've got some windows open there. I also use a vertical base for my PS4 Pro, just to try to help dispense as much heat as possible, since they do like to heat up, and as soon as they get warm, those fans kick off like a jet engine. So on that second monitor, I run my OBS Studio, so I can see exactly what it looks like for those of you guys watching. I also have my alerts to the side, so I can keep track of that in case there's anything I miss, or if I fall behind, I can go ahead and look through those, keep track of everything that's going on. So on the next desk over, I've got, it's a bit of a mess here, but I've got my Astro A50s. This is the Gen 4 that I use for my PS4. That's the newest generation, at least at the time of recording. Next to those, I have the previous generation, the Gen 3, which I used for the longest time on PS4, and I have now retired those over to PC. And then on the far wall, directly behind me, is where I have my green screen. That way we can do all kinds of fun effects on the stream. Also, it eliminates as much room as my camera takes up. That way you can see a lot more of what's going on in the game around. And then I've got more stuff. I've got a couple of collector's editions there, just a whole bunch of different things that have compiled over the last few years. And of course, one of the most valuable parts of my stream setup is my adorable co-host, who is on stream with me pretty much daily. Don't forget, you can always check out our merch. I'll put the link is here, as well as in the comments below. And if you're not already, make sure to follow on Twitch. Oh, look how tiny Jane was. She was so tiny. Thanks for watching, you guys.